Hoje é isso, vocês, né, estão nessa quinta-feira. Hoje é quinta, né? Hoje eu tô perdidaço, né? Na quinta-feira aí. Além dos jogos que já apresentaram, vamos ter Doom 64. Vamos ter duas runs de Doom 64. Vamos ter aí o Doom 64 e o Lost Levels. Né? Teremos Star Wars Jedi Knight, Dark Forces 2, teremos Doom 3, teremos Mega Man 9, Yakuza Kiwami 2, e ainda teremos Ocarina of Time, então só jogaço de ponta hoje. E teremos o Ocarina, o Randomizer, né? E aí já temos aí na tela o nosso querido Seriously Surly.
Go through the character creation a little bit here just to kind of explain what's going on. So we're choosing a half-elf for two reasons. One, only two classes can be a bard, or two races can be a bard. And two, it gives us a little bit of extra pickpocket that we need later. That's it. The class we're picking is a Bard Blade, very specifically for an ability known as Offensive Spin. This allows us to double our movement speed throughout.
Ele tá explicando aí a criação do personagem, né? Ele falando que vai pegar uma classe específica de bardo com blade que permite que ele tenha uma movimentação dupla, né? Ele dobra a movimentação dele. Ele falou que não se importa com a arma que ele foi escolher porque ele não vai usar nenhuma.
If I was wrong there, Baldur won the naming incentive.
E aí teve essa run, ela teve dois incentivos, né? Que foi a escolha de nome e a luta contra o Drizzt solo, né? E essa luta, inclusive, que acho que foi batida, né? Foi batida. Foi batida também, então teremos aí a luta 1v1 contra o Drizzt depois da run. E o nome que foi escolhido foi o Baldur, né? E já ele pro nosso runner.
Alright, so you find yourself in Candlekeep, and your longtime mentor, Gorion, would like to have a little discussion with you. And he is located in the center of Candlekeep.
Cool, I'm gonna go talk to him.
Yeah, so he said, oh.
No, we're skipping ahead.
Okay, Gorion's dead, but your friend Imoen would like to speak with you, and she would like to come with you.
That's cool. I'm going to take all of her stuff and leave her behind.
Okay, on the horizon you see a couple of shifty characters that look like they want to talk with you as well.
What do they have? Anything interesting?
They have some potions, some
ele tá falando que ele tá falando com alguns personagens, e esses personagens eles têm umas manas, umas armaduras aí, então.
I'm giving up on DMing this campaign. You do your own thing.
Absolutely. So what's going on here? What am I up to?
Well, we are, in order to get to the end of the story, we need to hit all of the chapter triggers, and we're going to try to do that as fast as we can just by running to the events that trigger the end of the chapters.
Ele tá falando que ele caminha, ele vai tentar fazer os capítulos correndo o mais rápido que ele pode, né? Você vê que ele passa bem por baixo ali.
We're going to be using some of them. We're going to be using the rest of them for money, in order to get all of the items we need to get through the campaign.
E como ele falou, né, ele não vai usar nenhum item, né, então ele só vai correr.
As Surly quick travels between locations in the game, you're going to see there's some travel time, and every 8 hours of travel time equates to a random encounter chance, as well as every time he sleeps. And he's going to be resting a lot to refresh the offensive spin throughout the first half of the run so he can run fast.
Ele tá falando que vão tentar evitar o máximo de encontros aleatórios possível. E agora ele tá entrando na caverna. E ele tá falando que essa parte é um pouquinho complicada porque tem os inimigos muito fortes aí. E que você não deveria estar aí nesse momento. E agora ele tem que rezar pra ele não ter nenhum encontro. Você vê que o Ryan tá até cruzando os dedos aí.
Perfect. And we're gonna go for our first shopping trip here now in High Hedge because we need to
É,
get
ele
a few
vai pra,
things
ele vai
for the first leg of the journey.
comprar
And
algumas
once we
coisas,
get to
né? Ele
High
vai precisar
Hedge
de
for
comprar algumas
shopping,
coisas
we'll
aí, como
certainly
eles estão
take over
dizendo,
and
como o
talk about
comentarista
what
tá
he's
dizendo.
buying.
Sure. So unfortunately, I have Bones 2 here. So there's two skeletons that can spawn, Bones 1 and Bones 2.
E aí,
Bones 2 is
Brancos?
going to follow us in, is going to make the
Ô,
run
mano,
mode a little tricky.
sou horrível no
We'll
Tetris,
deal with
velho.
that when we get there. Well, I'm going to identify everything that I picked up, that Ankeg cave, as well as those rings. I'm going to sell off the rings and
É, ele
everything else.
identificou os itens que ele pegou, ele usou o Identify ali pra pegar, pra saber os itens que ele pegou e vai vender tudo.
Magic blocking for something later. Some Identify for a wand, shield for my happiness, mirror image because I can, and some invisibility to help
E ele
make
comprou aí
everything
alguns
easy.
livros, né, pra facilitar na run dele.
Out.
Perfect. So he's gonna unlock a couple of maps for some quick travel chains later. You kind of have to chain the quick traveling between locations. That's kind of how they gated some of the travel in this game. And then we're gonna be off to Nashville in order to work on.
É, ele já tá
Chapter
indo
2.
pro. Já estão quase indo pro
Well,
capítulo
Chapter 1
2,
actually, I
né?
suppose. And in order to get there the safest, there's a dude here who's kind of
Eu
cursed
não
by a
sei se é
sword that
glitch,
can't put
acho que não,
another random
não
encounter
é
you can see there.
glitchless
Just run
Justin,
over
mas ele
to
mesmo comentou no começo da run
there's a dude
que
who's been
ele
cursed
não
by
vai
a sword,
precisar usar
and
armas,
while we don't really have to save him,
então
saving him teleports
ele
us straight to Nashville without any random
vai
encounter
evitar o
chances, which is
máximo
kind
de
of nice.
encontros possíveis.
And we're magically in Nashville.
É, ele
Magically in
comprou
chapter
alguns
1.
livros como o livro de
That was the end of chapter
invencibilidade, de
1. Just
escudo,
getting here is kind of the
né?
end there, and we're gonna go work on
Bye,
chapter
Manx.
2.
Bye, Boo.
Good call out to a fan favorite character. Before we head into Nashville Mines, you're gonna see
E
in
nossa,
the middle
a
of
run
this
desse jogo ela é
tree,
bem
and there is a
curta. Eu
wolf
não sei, pô.
frost
Eu
spoiler alert in that tree. Just
eu tô
another one of
confuso
the
porque,
really great
tipo,
magical items that's strewn about.
a categoria.
And this
Ah,
is
não, ele
really
tá
handy
categoria.
as
Ah, tá correndo na
steer
categoria do
because it's
Legacy
gonna
of
be
Ball,
how
tá
we're gonna
certo.
finish chapter 2, being that we're pretty low
A
level. We
categoria
don't
do
have a lot
Legacy
of
of Ball
options
ela é
for
bem
damage, so
mais.
pretty
Ela é
nice
bem
that
mais
that's just
curta.
sitting
Ela é
there
bem
for
mais
us.
longa, na verdade, né?
And Surly's gonna convince the mine owner that he's definitely gonna clear out the mine and help with all this evil stuff, but
Definitely.
E
yeah, you're
Totally
gonna
gonna
see
eu
do
não
it.
manjo muito do
the
jogo. Se alguém
invisible
puder
here
explicar
just
pra
run
mim
by everything
o que
because
seria,
clearing it out's
se eu
pretty
estou
slow and we
errado,
want to
né?
go as fast as we can.
Mas aparentemente a
So I'm gonna take
categoria
some
do
time
Legacy
here
of
just
Ball é
to
uma
call out the other
dificuldade, né?
main mechanic that we're gonna be using for the
Eu não sei se é
speedrun.
dificuldade ou
This
se é
is a
alguma
Dungeons and Dragons
DLC.
game, so it does run on
Então
6-second
é uma categoria
rounds.
diferente.
For those of you who may not know, that means you're gated to performing another action by waiting till the end of that 6-second round. We can bypass that by quick saving and quick loading. So you're going to see him quick save and quick load a lot when we get into some combat situations. It just
Se
means
tem
that he
alguém
can
no chat
take an
que
action,
manja
quick save, quick load, and take
de
another
Baldur's
action
Gate,
immediately instead of waiting 6 seconds.
puder
So we can go a
confirmar
little
pra mim.
faster.
Kill me.
Alguém não fez
Yep.
efeito. Ô,
And for
mano,
the
não sei
screenshots
nada,
that
só
we're
tô aqui
running over,
tô
so you're going to
fazendo
see him
bico
with that
aqui, velho.
mirror image trying to tank some of those traps if they hit him. The other advantage that quick saving and quick loading between rounds does, our damage numbers are pretty tight with our limited resources on the wand charges, so being able to save after every wand charge and pay attention to the numbers on the wand allows us to make sure that we can do enough damage with the limited charges we have. All right, so this is Mullahay. He is the leader of the
Exatamente, exatamente.
chapter 2. You're going to see Surly
Deixa eu
casting
focar
a
aqui,
lot
deixa eu
of
entender o que eles estão fazendo.
frost at him, and we're looking for like 23 to 24 on average on this wand of frost.
É, eles estão derrotando aí um inimigo aí, né?
We do have some AI manipulation here that's going to keep him mostly friendly for most of this fight.
É, eles estão fazendo uma manipulação de IA pra manter esse inimigo amistoso o máximo possível.
Minimum roll. Love it.
Good old marathon rolls. Yeah, so we're going to finish this off with the Wand of Fire, because the Wand of Frost can actually freeze people, which would be fine, except it freezes some of their gear with them, and we need some of that gear to sell for
É, tá falando que tá terminando com a Wonderfire, porque senão, aparentemente, se você usar a Wonderfrost, algumas coisas que tem de loot dele congelam. E ele vai precisar pegar algumas coisas que que dropam desse inimigo pra vender.
And we're gonna run out the backside of this cave to end chapter 2, but the backside of this cave is actually more dangerous than the fight.
Então é N% na dificuldade legal. Então é basicamente N% difícil aí, ó.
Oh yeah, see, just chunk you out right there. And then we have some slimes at the end here that are scary as well, so we're just kind of crossing our fingers on
agora é rezar pra ele sair dessa dungeon o mais rápido possível. Ele conseguiu.
Perfect.
If I can do it without a death.
Hey, I'll match that.
All right,
that's the end of chapter 2, and we are gonna take a pit stop in this tomb here for a wand of summoning that we're gonna use much later, but since we're here we may as well just grab it. You're gonna see some ghasts in this cave. It's another one of the pretty dangerous. Run as fast as we can, cross our fingers.
Ele pegou uma Wendy ali dentro, ele pegou um bastão ali, né? E é uma sala bem complicada que ele poderia morrer, então é o tipo de dungeon entra e sai o mais rápido possível.
And we're not going to stick with them for very long, but it's kind of fun going and joining the bandits.
It is. We're just taking a nice safe rest here. This is a long, arduous journey and can often go wrong. Or we can just get there in one shot, you know.
Absolutely no random encounters. So this is where the 15 strength check comes in. Gives you a dialogue option to convince them that you are a bloodthirsty killer, and you're definitely going to be useful to the bandits.
And
they let you right in. You're very scary. But because we want to go fast and we don't want to mess around with the bandits, the trigger to end this chapter is getting some stuff out of the chest in the main bandit tent. And we can just run in and get that. You're gonna see him use a potion of absorption because there's a light.
Você vê que ele tá usando bastante da passiva, né, que ele pegou no começo, escolhendo ali a classe, né, que é a barra com o Blade. E você vê que ele voa, né, pelas fases por causa disso.
You know, for a bard, we're not very talkative.
Absolutely not. Surly's gonna be running to the Cloakwood Mine. It's a bunch of maps in a row, so this is a great time for.
Só vai agora direto pra dentro do castelo, né?
We're gonna do.
Mas antes ele vai fazer algumas compras.
Just to recharge our Wand of Frost, but nothing much else there. So go ahead if you have any donations.
And you know we've got donations.
Deixa eu ver o que ele vai vender aqui. Ele vai identificar algumas coisas e vai vender. A Wand of Frost ali.
We had a $500 donation from Dumple that says, "Hidely ho, neighborinos."
Vou pegar alguma graninha ali e comprar mais os itens.
Here's hoping for a perfectly cromulent run.
We got a few maps to run through, so you got time.
Cool beans. We got $100 from Anonymous that says, "Simpsons is one of my favorite arcade fighters. Great childhood memories." So here's a donation to the expert difficulty. We have a $25 donation from Fena Mnahana. That's a heck of a name. Says, seriously, Surly, the Day Knights are proud to know you and see you up there.
Tá tendo tempinho de doação, né, pra ler com as doações. Lembrando aí que se você quiser doar, quiser aí ajudar a Médicos Sem Fronteiras, tem uma exclamação doar aí, com o link de doação no site da Games Done Quick.
Yeah, it's been a great run so far. We've had pretty good luck for the most.
E estão comentando ali, né, que o Runner teve bastante sorte aí na run, então tá indo bem, né?
Come up on the Cloakwood Mine here. There is our next speed tech on the dude outside of the mine. His name is Drasus, and we're going to use some of the really great mechanics from Baldur's Gate to take him out without even looking at him. So you're gonna see Surly.
Ele tá usando algumas mecânicas do jogo pra poder matar o inimigo que tá ali, sem precisar olhar pra ele. Você vê que ele fica num spot bem específico e só fica ali atirando e derrota o inimigo sem precisar ter que lidar com ele diretamente.
Like Surly said, a crazy amount of health in this difficulty, so our damage is super tight.
Você vê que ele ele atira a bola de fogo e faz um quick save.
Fireball does 66 damage, which if you remember from your probability classes, averages out to 21 per roll. So we're going to be taking advantage of the quick save and quick load feature to make sure that we throw away any low rolls and just
E
keep the
tipo,
high rolls.
ele quer umas rolagens muito boas, então se ele tem uma rolagem, se ele tem um dano muito baixo, ele só dá um quick load ali e repete o ataque. Então é por isso que eles usam bastante do quick save e quick load.
But the boots of speed are up all the time, and they also stack with the oil of speed. So once we get this guy down,
E aí, matou.
there he goes. You're gonna see Surly put those boots on, and we're gonna run.
E aí pegou as botinhas aí, agora ele tá muito mais rápido, como vocês podem ver.
So this is gonna look pretty familiar. We were in the Nashville mines, now we're going into the.
E aí entrou nas minas, né? Enquanto ele tá voando. E morreu. É, e temos a primeira morte do jogo. F. Mas não... foi uma morte bem rápida.
And coming up, we're going to be looking for an invisible door in the wall. It can be kind of annoying because it's kind of akin to like a perception check.
E já ele vai procurar ir para uma porta invisível, que depende um pouco de percepção aí, né? De um roll de percepção. Esse é o jogo perfeito para quem gosta de RPG, né, velho?
You might not have even seen it, the purple outline of the door you found. This is our next fight. This is Daviorn, or as he's lovingly referred to as Dave.
É, você vê que ele bate e sai do range, né? E enquanto isso ele faz um quick save, né? Pra pegar bons danos aí. Desde que ele atira e sai pra ficar fora do range, né? E ele quer rezar pra que não congele os inimigos. É uma luta bem tranquila aí. E tá aí. E acabou o capítulo 4.
And we are going to be making our way to the titular city of Baldur's Gate. And at this point we have another about 45
E mais um tempo aí de...
And boy, do we got some donations. We got $100 from Lonnie2K1 that says, I played Baldur's Gate almost 20 years ago. And to be honest, I cannot remember too much. But I imagine it took me a little longer to beat the game.
De doações, né?
We also had a $700 donation from Steven245 that says, let's see this Drist fight.
Nice. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right, so we're coming up to Baldur's Gate over this long bridge here. And there's a dude outside front, his name's Scar. He wants us to investigate the city, but do we have time for that?
É, tá falando que tem um cara no final dessa ponte, né, que quer que você investigue algo mais... É uma speedrun, você não vai fazer isso agora. Acho que você nem vai fazer isso durante a run, então você ignora apenas. É, ele vai fazer um estoque de poções, né? É a última do que ele vai fazer durante o jogo.
Pick up our potions of invis because those have been handy so far. Potion of speed, master thievery because we're going to do a little bit of pickpocketing, a little bit of everything. Buoyance, magic blocking, then slow. Way down here for some haste.
E aí comprando algumas magias, algumas coisinhas aí, né?
Greater Malician. And then we're going to wander off and go talk to Scar again.
E aí vai voltar e falar com o Scar, né, que é o cara que tava na ponte.
It's just faster to tell him no and then do it. And this is where the 18 charisma check comes into play. I'm not sure that the mechanics are known, but you saw him walk into the headquarters of the Iron Throne there and walk back out. And
thorough investigation.
Yeah, he went in there, he took a look around, he had 18 charisma, and so he is done with his investigation. And so Scar's going to bring us to Duke Eltan to discuss our very thorough investigation. And Duke Elton's going to teleport us to Candlekeep because the leaders of the Iron Throne are in Candlekeep, says he. It's a little
Bom dia aí,
interesting.
então.
This section, I don't know.
I'm sure you're important.
Yeah, that's the BBEG, Big Bad Evil Guy, for those of you who might not be. Alright, and we get accused of murder there and teleported to jail, and then somebody tells us the big bad guy is the big bad guy.
Ele teleportou pra prisão e agora ele teleportou de novo pra uma biblioteca, né?
For murder. And we have been murdering, but we didn't murder the people that we were just framed for murder.
Ah, good. Glad.
There's a lot of doppelgangers we're gonna run by Invisible. This is another.
Vai ter alguns doppelgangers que vai acabar. Que pode acabar encontrando.
And just like that, chapters 5 and 6 are done. Missed the chapter 5 that was being teleported.
E ele já tá acabando aí o capítulo 5.
We're in the final chapter.
Chapter 7.
Yeah, we have learned that Sarevok is going to be inaugurated as the next Duke, and he's trying to start a war.
Tá falando aí que um personagem vai ser o próximo Duque, né? E ele quer começar uma guerra e a gente quer evitar isso. A gente vai lá pra evitar isso.
All the best criminals leave a paper trail.
So here we're gonna drink those thievery potions because we need to steal a bunch of stuff from this dude. We actually need to steal 2 things. He's got 4 things to steal, and it's just kind of a random order in where they come. So just trying to get 4 pickpocket succeeds. Perfect. So we got our invite. We got some evidence. We're gonna go to the party and confront the big bad evil guy. So it looks like a ball. There's a bunch of nobles. Spoiler alert, they're a bunch of doppelgangers. And so we're gonna set up a fight before they transform. This is where that Wanda monster summoning we got in the tomb comes into play. We're gonna summon a bunch of dudes as meat shields. We're gonna haste them. And then Surly's gonna use
mais uma batalha aí, ele falou que vai invocar alguns inimigos, alguns bichos aí pra poder derrotar essa leva de inimigos que vai ter agora.
We hit a good number of them, that's good.
Yep, 4 of the 6.
They cannot target anything, they might target each other, just kind of sows chaos into the fight.
É isso aí, né? Enquanto isso ele fica ali no cantinho usando a Frostwind, né?
Chip him down. We're trying to chew through all these doppelgangers that were hiding as nobles. But we don't have a lot of damage. Our summons are only hitting on crits, so there's 5% chance for them to hit. We don't have a lot of damage aside from our.
É uma batalha bem
a couple of friendly NPCs here that we need to keep alive, otherwise it's a game over.
A típica, eles não faz nada, basicamente. Só precisa esperar aí que a luta acabe, né? Que o bicho que você invocou acabe a luta.
I got real scattered on this one. This is gonna be a good slow one.
Yeah, so it's a little annoying when they kind of run off screen, because then you gotta go chase them down and.
Dá um pouquinho de soninho.
The fight's kind of slow enough as it is. But we're
E já tá quase chegando aí no final do jogo.
This is at the end of this fight, we're gonna have a pretend.
E sim, Pegasus, existe speedruns de Celeste, é bem com bug. Inclusive já teve em vários eventos da SGDQ.
We're wrapping this up. Probably time for another donation or 2.
Sounds good to me. We've got a $100 donation from Hobbs that says, "Hello everyone, Hobbs here. I am a good boy. I saved up my bones to donate to a good cause. Please have a good run, Surly. Get those doppelgangers."
Love it.
For anyone wondering, that's the name of my dog. He's in the picture.
Got time for one more?
Absolutely.
All right, I got a $25 donation from Taco Belmont that says, "It's divine that my good friend LRock617 is running The Simpsons on Thursday the 20th. Good luck with the run."
E aí tá tendo aí tempo de doação, né, de doações. Lembrando aí aproveitando que tá no tempo de doações, vocês podem doar para por evento, né? Tem um link aí de doações no site da Games Dando Quick nos como são doar. Lembrando que todas as doações elas vão direto para Médicos Sem Fronteiras.
Alright, this is where clairvoyance comes into play. You're not supposed to be able to use it in dungeons, but for whatever reason it works here, and it's really great because we have this big thieves maze. It's really annoying to click through, and instead of trying to click through Fog of War and navigate the maze, we're just gonna pop the maze open with clairvoyance and let autopathing be the rest
Ele tá falando que esse labirinto, você vai usar a clarividência que você pegou lá na última vez que você foi na loja, e isso vai te ajudar a passar pelo labirinto sem ter nenhum problema. É só clicar no spot direito, no spot certo que você vai ter. Você já vai direto pro final desse labirinto. E ele teve sorte aí, né? Teve uma sorte muito boa que ele não teve nenhum problema com as armadilhas que teve no labirinto.
Easy fight, all things considered.
How many items do you need to beat the final boss?
2, I think, if I can count. Yep. He's gonna go invisible, he's gonna cast protection from magic, and there's
ele ficou invisível e castou algo que impede de ele tomar dano de magia.
And our protection from magic makes us completely invulnerable, and the big bad evil guy Sarevok is not invulnerable. Which is great, so we don't have to find a different way to damage him.
E o tempo já tá chegando.
Here, once we kind of lose our HUD, that is triggered by Sarevok's death. So we're just gonna damage him out, because nobody was gonna take notice of the invisible dancing bard.
E é isso, daqui a pouco já tá chegando o tempo. Só esperar um pouquinho.
It really is. I don't want conflict.
E tempo. Uau! Que tempo!
Yeah, so that's Baldur's Gate Legacy of Bhaal.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Solo run, play on a bard, can't go wrong. So, I believe, if I remember correctly,
E agora ele vai fazer aí foi lutar contra o Drizzt no 1v1.
Get into that. So, Drizzt. Where do we start? Probably the pronunciation of his name. I don't know it. I call him Drizzt. What we have here is just a party of really over-leveled people. And so I am going to show you 2 versions of this. One because it's hilarious, and then the other one is actually like a straight-up brawling fight. So the first version is going to be
ele vai mostrar 2 versões dessa luta.
So the archer is a
E ele falou que a primeira partida vai mostrar um pouquinho hilária, e a segunda é um mano a mano mesmo, né? É ir no soco.
So a -3 on your Thaco is really good, especially for the levels that we're at.
E ele falou que os aliados eles estão um pouquinho sobre level, né?
We are going to be using some arrows of detonation. Arrows of detonation are great. They have little mini fireballs attached to their tips, and they just blow up, and it's good fun.
E aparentemente não foi WR, ele não falou nada. Provavelmente não foi WR, deve estar desatualizado.
Some of this isn't completely necessary, but we like to go way over the top when it comes to fighting Drizzt. He's scary. He is also like a level 9 ranger. And he
não, o cabritinho, esse aí é do beneficente.
I think somewhere around like a 0 or -1 Thaco of his own. And he is immune to magic, he can see through invisibility, and he has a bunch of health. So he's hard to take care of under normal circumstances. So we are going to buff ourselves with Storm Giant Strength, puts our strength to 24, which is going to increase our damage, our Oil Speed, which also doubles our attack rate as well as our move rate. Mind Focusing.
Ele tá falando que vai usar esses itens que ele tá mostrando aí pra buffar pra buffar, pra ganhar ataque, ataque rate, magia e tudo.
So I'm going to start drinking some pots here, using that same quick save, quick load.
Ele vai usar aí o esquema do quick save, quick load, né?
This just helps make sure all of the potion effects stay on.
Pra pegar os melhores resultados.
And last one, cool. So this is Dritz. He's got a bunch of gnolls that want to kill him, so we're gonna make sure they get all aggroed. And we're just gonna help him out here, right? Dritz seems like a nice guy. We're gonna help
aí você vai ajudar ele ali, matou todo mundo de uma vez só.
Oh my. I killed all the gnolls. Oh. But now I've made him angry because I hit him with one of my fireballs. So
E só que isso fez ele ficar irritado porque você acertou ele com uma das bolas de fogo, né? Ele vai kitar basicamente o Drizzt.
So that's easy mode. If you want an easy way to take down Dritz, ranged party, hard to go wrong. You can pump out a lot of damage. The other version of this is going to be with.
E agora ele vai fazer só que com Berserker.
So the Berserker is a subset of the fighter class. I wanted to make a dual-wielding character much in line with what Dritz is. So Dritz is a ranger, we are a Berserker. So I just wanted to have a duke 'em out fight with.
Ele tá falando que tem um probleminha, né? Porque o Drizzt ele é um ranger e você vai estar com um Berserker.
Same kind of potion layout as before, like almost to a T. Those just elixirs of health. So we have decent armor class, just some fancy plate armor, and then some help with our tobacco and our damage, and then some just really cool swords, so that we're doing as much damage as possible here. So the key here is to buff ourselves like before, and then Berserkers have an ability known as Berserk. Go figure. So what this does, or Enrage, it gives us additional bonus.
Ele tá falando que ele vai buffar da mesma forma que ele fez da primeira vez. E ele tá com um equipamento bem empoderado. Só que ele tem o Berserker tem uma habilidade chamada Enfurecer, né? Que, bem, vai entender.
Just buffing up like before. It's on. And we might actually need some healing pots.
Ele falou que vai precisar talvez de um spot de cura.
Okay. So like before.
E novamente ele vai ajudar aí o Drizzt.
Because we don't want the gnolls doing any damage to him. That would be rude.
Só que você vê que agora é bem mais lento, né? Ele não dá wipe nos inimigos. E infelizmente o Drizzt tomou um hit. Ele tomou um hit também, então é bem injusto.
Drizzt is a nice guy. He doesn't normally want to fight us, so we're just going to be evil here and stab him in the back.
E aí agora ele deu um ataque pelas costas e ativou a luta contra o Drizzt.
We're hoping, yep, we got really lucky there. Really lucky. We had to have crit. Ufta.
Ele tá mostrando o dano que ele causou durante a batalha.
We did really good. Really good.
Yeah, that fight's usually a lot closer.
A lot closer than that, so. Yeah, there's a bunch more ways. All of these characters that I have over here can fight Dritz. We've got a bard, a cleric.
Ele falou que tem várias formas de matar ele. Tem o bardo, tem o cavaleiro, tem uma.
Enjoy toying with and something I enjoy having. Quick final shoutouts. Thanks to Jebedo, Jaseed, and Lintworm for running the game with me, and a bum. You've all kind of helped route it and make it kind of what it is today. Awesome, thank you. Shout out to the Day Nights and the DK30 program. Awesome people. And yeah, Tai, hey. Any last words?
Can I jump in real quick to let you know something?
Absolutely.
So I've been checking with chat, and it seems like they're saying that you got a world record.
I doubt it, but maybe. What did the time come in at?
The time was 24:53.
Ele confirmou, ele é um WR sim, ele é percebido
Awesome.
That's stupid.
até a host do evento falar pra ele que ele pegou WR.
You love to see it, folks.
Yeah, shoutouts to the world record.
Então
shoutouts to everybody who's
realmente
been
foi
donating.
confirmado aí um
This is a
WR
great
por
cause and a great event.
literais um
There's
segundo.
already so much world record hype in the chat, but like I need even more than that. I need so much more.
So much more.
Ele nem percebeu, eu acho que ele, tipo, ele nem se ligou ainda que ele pegou WR, tá ligado?
Well, Lindworm, you got some work to do again. Sorry. All right, yeah, that's it for us. Good luck on.
E foi WR por 1 milésimo, cara.
Have fun.
Que incrível, mano. E essa aí foi a run de Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition pelo Seriously Surly. E foi incrível de ver, né? Foi até um WR por 1/10, cara. Ah, 10º, milésimo, não sei, gente. Mas enfim. Foi divertido, foi legal. Ele mostrou os incentivos, fez aí a run na dificuldade mais alta.